right on. Got my cigarette. Right? So I don't try to pick on Joe Rogan not a bad way. He's just the only guy I know in that whole genre. And I think he got saw the light when he got popped really good. He said, plow. I don't know how long it took him to think, but I think he said, yeah, fuck this. My brain is worth more than this. So, but he doesn't care. He'll exploit. He goes, I'll exploit you if you want to get your brain knocked out. I'll exploit you for all these other MMA fighters. Yeah, I'll get into that part. Keep my brain. Same like the football players and stuff like that. Like, you get concussions. All right. Say, well, your brain will just heal itself. Sometimes. Sometimes not, right? It's cool. But for the other guy like that other kung fu guy, I'm gonna put it in a spiritual sense of the word. So, yeah, if you get into a groove and you got something going on, I don't know what's going on with him, but if you decide to leave your way. Spiritually, it gets crazy. That's why I say the priors are still here. Well, get reincarnated. I'm thinking different. Only because, whatever. Figure it out later when you get there. Right? But for everything that's going on and the craziness of what you got going on, I'm going to put it in vernacular, because everybody said we got this... one side against the other side. You got to pick a side, and maybe I'm gonna put it in a vernacular of maybe the NBA or the NFL, right? And you got management and players. It's really the same, but it's now those with all the money or resources to play the game, like arenas and all this cool stuff, and the players who want more of their share because they're doing all this stuff. The same probably goes in the MMA, it doesn't matter, but for them, they're entertainment, sports entertainment, whatever. But this is real life. It's the same when everybody says, we want $15 an hour, and they says, we don't know about that, and then all of a sudden it starts happening, and then, well, it's kind of like the NBA and the NFL and all these guys who want that, but they're talking them big contracts and everything, having more rights. Same down here where they're going to be causing inflation and everything like that, because it's both sides are the same, remember, because it's, I don't know, do we remember just a little while ago when it was like, we're going to do this pipeline, and we're going to use the rails, we're going to pipeline, use the rails, But when it gets out of hand, like sort of like it is now, and the people are saying, we want more, the players want more, They say, well, you got to pick a side, and it's what side you want. Do you want this team or that team or that team? There's lots of teams. Manager on the same side. Their side. Which is funny what you guys are thinking that, well, it's just that side or that side. There's probably more sides than that, because you got management, no matter what team they're playing, against the players, right? And they don't want the players to have any pull, like unions and stuff like that. but you guys want to play one side against another side when there probably how many teams? There are more than two teams. They just think there's just two teams, because even within the teams there's teams, right? But they're all management, right? All of them's management, right? It's like, all right, because I tell you, when you're poor people, you got to be on this Democratic side. They're for you. Yeah, maybe. To the extent where, you know, management. But when you make certain amount of money, it's best to go with the conservative plan when you got money, because they're going to help you save you money in taxes. But so do these guys, because they're management. But not for these guys. You know, it's like, we'll give the players a lot more, but you guys that run the concessions and stuff like that, same thing.